What if I told you that the America we know today, the land of smartphones, space rockets, and social media, wasn't born from conflict, but from a revolution of ideas? As the 20th century drew to a close in 1991, the world looked to the United States not just as a superpower, but as a symbol of technology, creativity, and global connection. This era of unprecedented progress also brought new complex challenges: climate change, the digital divide, and the ongoing search for unity in a beautifully diverse world. This is the story of modern America, a journey from the end of one world into the dawn of the digital age. In the early 1990s, America stood at the center of a world brimming with possibilities. The Cold War had finally ended, and instead of preparing for battles, the nation redirected its immense energy towards science, business, and a burgeoning digital revolution. Computers, once the exclusive domain of scientists and governments, began their march into classrooms, offices, and living rooms across the country. Down in a place called Silicon Valley, a community of dreamers, engineers, and entrepreneurs started building the technologies that would soon reshape the future of humanity. This was the time when names like Microsoft, Apple, and eventually Google began to rise from ambitious startups to global giants. Innovation became the new engine of progress, driving the economy and fundamentally altering daily life. Meanwhile, American culture, its music, movies, and media, spread across the globe like never before. This wasn't about imposing a single viewpoint, but about connecting people through shared stories, entertainment, and powerful ideas, creating a cultural dialogue that transcended old boundaries and political divides. As the new millennium dawned, it brought with it a mixture of incredible wonder and profound change. Technology began to shrink the world in ways previously unimaginable. Information, which once took days or weeks to cross oceans, could now travel instantly. People on opposite sides of the planet started living more connected lives, sharing experiences and perspectives in real time. The rise of mobile phones, laptops, and the first wave of social networks changed everything. How we worked, how we communicated with loved ones, and how we shared our voices with the world. The 2000s were also a time of deep reflection and new priorities. In an increasingly globalized world, communities began focusing more on cooperation, sustainability, and mutual understanding. The challenges of a connected planet required collaborative solutions. At the same time, education and science advanced at a record pace. The landmark Human Genome Project successfully decoded the very blueprint of life, opening new doors for medicine. Simultaneously, our gaze turned back to the stars as space exploration reached for new frontiers, reminding us of our boundless curiosity. It was a true era of transformation, a time that redefined our ideas, our identities, and the limits of our imagination. The 2010s kicked off a technological explosion that put immense power directly into our hands. The smartphone evolved from a communication device into an extension of our daily lives. It turned every single person into a potential storyteller, a creator, an explorer, and a citizen journalist. With a camera, a GPS, and the entire internet in our pockets, the world felt smaller and more accessible than ever before. Social media platforms brought billions of people together, creating a new kind of digital society where individual voices could amplify and reach across oceans in a matter of seconds. This wave of innovation reshaped every corner of society. Transportation saw the rise of electric cars, promising a cleaner future. Medicine was revolutionized by life-saving biotechnology and personalized treatments. At the same time, this hyper-connectivity fueled powerful cultural movements. Conversations around equality, environmental protection, and social justice spread rapidly online, giving rise to a more aware, engaged, and connected global generation that demanded change and held institutions accountable. Now, as we navigate the 2020s, our era is being defined by a new kind of intelligence, not just human, but artificial. AI has emerged from science fiction to become a powerful tool for creativity, medicine, business, and education, opening doors to possibilities once thought impossible. It's helping doctors diagnose diseases earlier, artists create stunning new works, and scientists solve some of the world's most complex problems. At the same time, this rapid advancement is prompting us to rethink the very meaning of progress. We are actively debating how to balance innovation with humanity and how to ensure that technological growth is sustainable and equitable for all. Amidst these digital developments, the timeless allure of space exploration has returned to humanity's horizon. New missions to the Moon and Mars are being planned, not by one nation, but by a global collaboration of public and private entities. These ambitious goals remind us that curiosity, the desire to explore the unknown, remains a core driver of the human spirit. In science, in art, and in our everyday lives, the 21st century is increasingly becoming a story of collaboration, a story where technology serves to empower and uplift humanity, not replace it. From the birth of the Internet to the rise of artificial intelligence, the story of modern America is a dynamic tale of transformation. It's a narrative about progress, guided by insatiable curiosity, and innovation fueled by an unwavering sense of hope for a better future. It's a story that is still being written by all of us. As the world continues to change at a dizzying pace, one truth remains constant. The human spirit of creativity, our drive to build, to discover, and to connect, never fades. The biggest question is, what new chapter do you think humanity will write next? Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through modern history. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more stories about our changing world, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.